Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am filming a Laundrochat video. I have all this laundry. This is all Brooks's clothes, and I thought that I would just film me folding these clothes and talking to you all about Brooks turning 1 and what we went through this past year. So I got pregnant when I was 21 years old. My husband and I had just gotten married, and we decided that we wanted kids early on, so we started trying for kids pretty much like as soon as possible. So 2 months later, we were very fortunate enough to get pregnant with Brooks. And I was working at the time. I was working full-time. My husband and I were at the same company, and I worked up until I had Brooks, literally the day of. I had a really easy pregnancy, I would say. I was super fortunate. Really, I didn't even feel pregnant for the first, I would say, 16 to 20 weeks. I didn't gain a whole lot other than having really low energy and wanting to sleep all the time. That's really the only thing that I really seen that was different. So I was very, very blessed to have a very easy, smooth pregnancy. And then towards the end of the pregnancy, I really gained my weight and started swelling and just was really uncomfortable. I gained my appetite, and I had him at 39 weeks. So I was a little bit early, but it felt like an eternity. So we had a really smooth delivery for the most part. It just was very long. Whenever I had him, I really clung to my husband and my mom and really wanted their help with Brooks, just because I felt like I wasn't doing it right, or I wasn't doing it good enough. I just second guessed myself way more than I ever thought I would have. But the amount of love you have for them is crazy. It literally is the craziest thing. The moment that you meet them and they land on your chest, I know it's so cliche to say that, but it really is true. This little human that you've been growing for 9 months, you finally get to meet them, and it's just the sweetest thing ever. One thing that I regret doing is putting too much pressure on myself, especially in those first couple months. The first few months, it's such an adjustment. Your whole lives are really turned upside down. But I think one thing I'm glad that I did was I just tried to adapt him into our lifestyle, going places, going to the store, going to church, doing different things that we normally do. We just adapted him right into it, and it really worked out well. And I think that's why he is, for the most part, he's always been so good about going places, and he was an awesome baby. He slept through the night. He regulated his sleep for, I would say, the first couple months. And then ever since then, he's just slept all night long. He sleeps, 8 to 10 hours at night, even now. He's really got a routine. Now he just started walking. Next week, he is going to be 1. What? How? I literally feel like I just had him. It's so crazy how fast a year goes by with a baby. So as I recap this past year, I would say the first couple months were the sweetest times that we've ever had as a family. You're just so in awe of every movement, every coo, any little thing. It's just so sweet. They're so little. And honestly, Brooks he slept a lot. That's all I can really remember. I mean, they don't really get their personality for a little while. So he slept a lot. He's always been the best little sleeper. I will say that we kept him in our room to sleep with at first, just because I was really anal about everything and had to have him right there next to me. But what gave me peace was the Owlet heart rate monitor. We put that on him on his foot every night, and he slept right next to me in a little rock and play, and I knew that he was breathing. You know, if we ever had any complications with that, it would go off. It was no big deal. It never went off, by the way. And he slept there next to us until he was 4 months. Once he was 4 months, we transferred him to the pack and play in our room. So that was like the next transition. And then at 6 months, we went ahead and put him in his crib in his room. And I think it was more hard on me than it was him, but he transitioned really well. And we talked to our doctor about it, and she recommended that around 6 months you put them in their spot that they're going to be at, because it's the easiest time of transition. And it really, really was. I mean, I would say the first 2 nights were hard to get him down, and he might have woke up like once, if that. But after that, smooth sailing, no big deal. And we just kept our little monitor. I kept it right next to me on my nightstand so I could see him. And he's in his room. He's, you know, got his sound machine, his nightlight, and he's good to go. So I'm so glad that I listened to the doctor, even though it was hard. It was so hard not to have him right there next to me. I'm so glad that I did it, because now he goes to bed at between 7:30 and 8, just depending on the night, sometimes later. But I can put him in his room, shut the door, and then we can go about our night. So I don't have to worry about like tiptoeing around him in our room and take a chance of waking him up. So that is really nice. I'm glad that we did that. Some milestones, I'm trying to think. So Brooks started crawling when he was 8 months old. 8 months and 3 days, actually. He just started walking. So he started walking at around 11 months, taking steps. But now he's pretty much walking like quite a bit. So, and he's a week from his birthday. Having him is the best thing. Being a mom is the best thing I've ever done. It's the best job. I love it. I love everything about it. The hard times, the good times. I love it all. And we do want to have more kids. I'm not sure when that will be. Probably we'll wait a little while. But I just want to enjoy this time with him. This year has just been full of trial and error. I do not know it all by any means, and honestly, I had never even been around babies before I had Brooks. I was so nervous because I had no idea what I was doing, but honestly, it comes to you. You know what to do, like you just do. You don't have to second guess yourself like I did in the beginning. After a while, I've really gained my confidence in my mothering skills, but I think you just have to be confident and just go with it. Like, there's no right or wrong answer. You just got to do what's best for your baby. What's kept me sane through all of this is really finding how to manage my time, and I'm so bad about it. Really, I'm so bad about it. But I have found that if I make time for myself, even if it's just taking a bath or, you know, washing my hair, especially in the beginning, like I need that time. Applying self-tanner, like whatever makes you feel good and normal is what you should do. Like, you want to feel good about yourself, especially after having a baby, because you don't feel like yourself. You feel like you've lost yourself in a sense, but in a good way. Like, you feel like you've lost yourself, but you've gained yourself, if that makes any sense. You will make time for things that are important to you, and it may not be like a right off the bat thing, but after a while, I really encourage you to do things for yourself, because it will help a lot. Once you can get on your feet, get on a routine with your baby, it really will help. We have his birthday party coming up next weekend, which is so crazy. I'm so excited. We're just having a small family party here at our house, and we are just having a small family party at our house, and I could not be more excited. I cannot wait to see his face whenever he sees like his cake and everybody there for him, and get to open his presents and play outside. Honestly, it has been the best year of my life, and there is nothing better than being a mom and having your family complete. So that is it for this video. Please give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below if you guys want to see any other videos. I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.